It's not about just getting a website. There are so many things that a website that converts needs compared to a website that is just a website for the sake of having a website. If you don't have the right calls to action, the right messaging, it's not going to convert. After working with hundreds of clients over the past 4 years, I've seen exactly what works and what doesn't work. In this podcast, I'm really going to share with you exactly what it is that works so you can be aware and know how you can get your website to work for you. Welcome to Websites That Convert, the podcast where your website stops being a liability and transforms into your greatest asset. I'm your host, Shannon, and I'm going to guide you through the strategies and insights you need to build a website that not only attracts, but converts. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome to episode 1 of the Websites That Convert podcast. My name is Shannon and I am the host of this podcast, and to kick off this series, I wanted to firstly welcome you to this podcast I'm creating, introduce you to who I am, and tell you a little bit about my story as well as why I've created this podcast and what you can expect from it. So first of all, who am I? My name is Shannon, as I said, and I'm the owner of Eastbound Digital, which is a website design and digital marketing agency based in Brisbane, Australia, that works with clients all over the world to help create websites that actually convert. I started my business in 2020, and one of the reasons that I started personally was because I just wanted more for myself. I knew that I was capable of so much more than what I was doing at the time, and I knew that I had the skills and experience that could really help others. I remember before I started, I would literally beg people to let me make websites for them. I would do it on the weekends for free, and I knew that it was something that just, lit me up, and I really wanted to share that skill with people. So I started Eastbound Digital, which at that time was called Shannon Bain Digital. And the business has evolved over the last 4 or so years into what it is now, which is a specialized website design and digital marketing agency. And like I said, we specialize in making websites that convert, taking all of the skills and experience that I've had throughout my career and also running this business over the last 4 years and helping hundreds of people improve their online presence and get more clients online. I'm creating this podcast to further share these skills and my experience with people that need it, and especially service-based business owners that really want to grow and scale their online presence by using this amazing tool that a lot of people have access to, but that just aren't using it correctly. So in this podcast, we're going to cover everything to do with strategic website design in a way that's clear, easy to understand, and really focused on results, so you can learn how to drive more awareness, authority, and sales for your business. Because to be honest, there are way too many poor performing websites out there, and also businesses that are being burnt by other agencies because they don't know what to look out for, and they end up with a website that just does not convert traffic into leads or sales. So we're going to be covering all of that, and everything's going to be focused on website design and, of course, everything else to do with digital marketing and how you can get traffic to your website, which is an important part of having a website that converts, but also how you can use this tool to convert that traffic so that it translates into growth for your business. The majority of people that we work with actually already have a website, so it's not actually about just getting a website. And that's the message that I really want to get across with this podcast. Not every website is created equally. There are so many things that a website that converts needs compared to a website that is just a website for the sake of having a website, which is what the majority of people actually have. If you don't have the right calls to action, the right messaging, the right images, the right branding consistency, if your website isn't establishing trust with the market, it's not going to convert. These are just a few small but significant things that we focus on when we're creating a website that converts and what I want to educate you on in this podcast, because there are way too many poor performing websites out there, and it really is impacting the opportunity that a lot of businesses have for growth. After working with hundreds of clients over the past 4 years, I've seen exactly what works and what doesn't work when it comes to website design. And I've seen way too many businesses getting burnt by other agencies. So in this podcast, I'm really going to share with you exactly what it is that works and what doesn't work, so you can be aware and know how you can get your website to work for you. This includes ways to get traffic to your website, how to write copy, where to put your calls to action, what calls to action to use, how many pages do you need, all of the big questions that you probably have about what an effective website actually looks like. So this is just an initial brief introduction and what you can expect from the podcast. So stay tuned. We'll be releasing an episode every single week. And if there's anything you'd love to see on the podcast, topic ideas or questions that you have, just reach out on Instagram or any of our other social media channels. We would love to hear from you, get your ideas. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to Websites That Convert. If you found value in this episode, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us on all social media. And if you're a service-based business owner that's looking to double their website conversions, book a call with my team using the link below. I'll see you in the next episode.